100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Pick on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 50.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wagner. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 54. Let him know.
Ready.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On the double.
Mike 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Stay with your man.
X3. 218. Chopper.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey! Shoot!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Down! For 60 or.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check your hot read. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now!
Mike spot 4.
There goes.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
You better be afraid of me. Smooth.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Check that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nifty move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
General West.
2nd and 4. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey. Here I come.
Right.
On first down, Taylor. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
61, matchbox lights.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Check pass, check pass. Alert 3, alert 3.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Taylor. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, get in the weight room.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Jackson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Got it.
54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Wide. Get wide. Shift.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the screen. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Wagner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bradley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Wagner. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 10 logo.
Mike 58 right there. He's time to win.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and goal to go.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal.
Here we go.
Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
I got you.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Breida, he'll try the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Get it.
They run again with Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They come out here in the eye. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They run again with Jackson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Wagner going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
High 7.
Throwing again. Wagner. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Yo, you're fine.
Off play action. Wagner. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bradley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wagner. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, Wagner. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Wagner. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Wagner. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. You ain't got nothing. Protein spill. No. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Deep rip.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Oh, what a move. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
64, weak.
You go tight.
Now it looks like he'll throw here into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ready.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Niners, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record.